Hello students, today we will do chapter 6 of Beehive book. The name of the chapter is My Childhood. In this chapter we will come to know the childhood memories of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. This lesson is extract from the book Wings of Fire. This is the biography of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. In this chapter he talks about his childhood. He was the President of India and a great scientist also. In this chapter, we will come to know the upbringing, parents, and siblings of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And we will come to know about his friends also and the things which influenced him in his childhood. That also we will come to know in this chapter. So let's start. I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram in the erstwhile Madras state. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was born into a middle class Tamil family and his place of birth Rameshwaram is an island town in the state of Tamil Nadu in the Bay of Bengal. Today we know this state as Tamil Nadu, but when he was born there, that state was known as Madras state. Erstwhile means here old Madras state. My father Jainulabdin had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite these disadvantages, he possessed great innate wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. Here, innate means inborn and generosity means kindness. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's father's name was Jainulabdin. He says that his father was not very rich, he was not having much wealth, and he was not highly educated. But instead of these disadvantages, he had some other qualities also. He was wise by nature, or inborn he was wise, and he was a true person of kindness, and he was a very kind person also. He had an ideal helpmate in my mother, Ashiamma. His mother's name was Ashiamma. She used to help his father in all work, and she was a great sport and help to his father. Or in other words, she was very helpful for his father. I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day, but I am quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. Here he says that I am not sure that how many persons come to us or how many persons fed at our home, but I am quite sure that the exact number of that person can be greater than the people who come from outside than the total number of the family members who are in our family. It means the total number of people who come from outside, they were more than our family members. I was one of many children, a short boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. Here he says that he had many siblings and he describes himself that he had short height and common looks. In the contrast, his parents were very tall and handsome. They were very good looking. He did not inherited or any physical qualities from his parents. We lived in our ancestral house which was built in the middle of 19th century. It was a fairly large pakka house made of limestone and brick on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. Now he is telling about the house where did he live. Ancestral means inherited or got from born. He says that his house was very old. It was built in 19th century and it was a pakka house which was made of bricks and limestone. And it is located on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. The austere father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. However, all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicine, or clothes. In fact, I would say mine was a very secure childhood, both materially or emotionally. Austere means simple or strict. Materially means in the terms of highly like things food, clothes, medicine, etc. His father was very simple or strict, but he was very strict also. How he was strict? He wanted to live his life in a simple way, and he used to teach his children not to waste money or spend the money or on unnecessary things. Dr. APJ says that his father used to avoid any kind of inessential things or comforts which were not necessary to survive or to live. He provided them all necessary things like food, clothes, medicines. He says that his father fulfilled all his needs and they give their affection and love to him. This shows that he has the quality of thankfulness also. He is thankful to his parents for whatever he got from his parents. The things what he got from his parents and the love which he got, he is also thankful for all the things he got from them. The Second World War broke out in 1939 when I was 8 years old. He was 8 years old when the Second World War broke out or started in the year of 1939. So we can calculate that on that time he was having the age 8 years old and he was born in 1931. For reasons I have never been able to understand, a sudden demand for tamarind seeds erupted in the market. Here, erupted means break out or rise. I used to collect the seeds and sell them to a provision shop on Moscow Street. A day's collection would fetch me the princely sum of 1 anna. Here, provision means grocery shop. The demand for tamarind seeds increased in the market on that time. He used to collect and sell the tamarind seeds to a provision shop or grocery shop which was located on the Moscow Street. He would earn a sum of 1 anna which was equal to 6 paisa on that time. And when he addresses that it was a princely sum or something means which is very great or valuable. He became very happy after getting the large amount of money. My brother-in-law Jalaluddin would tell me stories about the war, which I later attempt to trace in the headlines in Dinamani. Here, Dinamani is the name of a Tamil daily newspaper. APJ Abdul Kalam's brother-in-law Jalaluddin used to tell him the stories of the ongoing world war. It means he told the stories what was happening in the war on that time. Later, APJ used to read the newspaper Dinamani and used to look for the news of the same stories. Our area, being isolated, was completely unaffected by the war. But soon India was forced to join the Allied forces and something like a state of emergency was declared. Isolated means lonely or cut off, and Allied forces means the armies of UK, USA, and Russia during the World War. As Rameshwaram was a small island town far away from the land. So it was not affected by the World War in the beginning. But after some time, when India had to join the war and combined with the Allied forces, then a state of emergency was declared in the country. During emergency, the president rule is implemented in the country. It's like a curfew in the country. The first casualty came in the form of the suspension of the train halt at Rameshwaram station. The newspapers now had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameshwaram road between Rameshwaram and Anusakodi. Here, meaning of halt is stop. It means. And in this Second World War, what was the first impact on the people of the Rameshwaram place? The cancellation of the train or stoppage at the railway station. Earlier, the train which came from India used to stop at Rameshwaram station and then went further to Dhanuskodi. But now the halt was cancelled. It means the stop was cancelled and the train went from India to Dhanuskodi without stopping at Rameshwaram. With this, the newspaper bundle which used to come from for Rameshwaram was thrown out of the moving train as it reached Rameshwaram road, and from moving train though they have to collect the newspapers. That forced my cousin Samsudin, who distributed newspapers in Rameshwaram, to look for a helping hand, to catch the bundles, and as if naturally I filled the slot. Samsudin helped me earn my first wages. APJ Abdul Kalam's cousin Samsudin used to distribute the newspapers in Rameshwaram. As the train stoppage was cancelled and the newspapers bundle was thrown out of the moving train, he needed someone to help him or catch the bundles. And APJ Abdul Kalam helped Samsudin by catching the bundles and distributing the newspapers. In return, Samsudin paid him a salary which was APJ's first earning, and he was happy after getting the earnings. Half a century later, I can still feel the surge of pride in earning my own money for the first time. As pride means here sudden increase the feeling of satisfaction. The incident happened before 50 years, and even now, for example, when he wrote the book, he could feel satisfied, the proud of himself. When he got the money, it means he was much happy than now after getting his earnings. He says that whenever someone earns his own money with his hard work, he feels it the same way as he did. Every child is born with some inherited characteristics into a specific socio-economic and emotional environment and trained in certain ways by figures of authority. I inherited honesty and self-discipline from my father. From my mother, I inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness, and so did my three brothers and sister. Here he says that for a child, the figure of authority is his parents, and the next figure of authority can be his teacher, a person who has authority over the child. Here he is saying that whenever a child is born, he has some qualities which he gets from his elders in his family. These depend upon the social status or environment at home. From his father, he inherited honesty and self discipline, and from his mother, he inherited faith in goodness and kindness. His siblings also inherited all these qualities from his parents. I had three close friends in my childhood: Ramananda Shastri, Arvindan, and Shiv Prakashan. All these boys were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. He says that he had three best friends during his childhood, and their names are Ramananda Shastri, Arvindan, and Shiv Prakashan. All of them belonged to very strict Hindu Brahmin families, and they were followers of their religion. As children, none of us ever felt any difference amongst ourselves because of our religions, differences, and upbringing. In fact, Ramananda Shastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri, the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Later, he took over the priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple from his father. Arvindan went to the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims, and Shiv Prakashan became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. Now he says that as he was from a Muslim family, and during his childhood, all the children who were close to him, they were from the different religions. Religion was not a barrier in their friendship. It means they doesn't have any sense because of their religion only. There is a very famous temple in Rameshwaram, and his best friend's father was Ramananda Shastri, father's was Pakshi Lakshman Shastri, who was priest in that temple. When these three friends grew up, Ramananda Shastri took the priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple, and Arvindan started his business of transporting of the pilgrims. And after that, next one, that is Shiv Prakashan, become a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. He was in charge of the catering for railways. During the annual Shri Sita Rama Kalyanam ceremony, our family used to arrange boats with a special platform for carrying idols of the Lord from the temple to the marriage site. Situated in the middle of the pond called Rama Tirtha, which was near our house. Here, idols means statues. Whenever their Shri Sita Rama Kalyanam ceremony used to take place, APJ's family also took part in that. They used to arrange the boats for it, and they used to make a special platform for the boats also, on which the statue of Ram and Sita were placed and transported from the temple to the marriage site, which was in the middle of the pond named Rama Tirtha. This pond was near APJ's house, and when he was growing up, he never thought that there was any difference between Hindus and Muslims. From the Ramayana and from the life of Prophet were the bedtime stories my mother and grandmother would tell the children in our family. Here he says that they listened, he and his siblings listened the stories from the Ramayana and the life of Prophet from their mother, their grandmother as bedtime stories. They listened the stories of both the gods, Hindus and Muslims, as Ramayana is the story of Hindus god and Prophet is the story of Muslims god, and he says that his mother and grandmother told the stories of both gods. One day, when I was in the fifth standard at the Rameshwaram Elementary School, a new teacher came to our class. I used to wear a cap which marked me as a Muslim, and I always sat in the front row next to Ramananda Shastri, who wore the checkered thread. As here, APJ Abdul Kalam belonged to a Muslim family. He used to wear a cap on his head which identified him as a Muslim. His friend Ramananda Shastri, who was the son of a priest of Rameshwaram temple, belonged to a Hindu Brahmin family, and he also used to wear a sacred thread, which is worn by Brahmins. When these children were in class 5, a new teacher came to their class. APJ Abdul Kalam recalls this incident and he tells what happens after this. The new teacher could not stomach. Here, stomach means tolerate. The new teacher could not stomach a Hindu priest's son sitting with a Muslim boy in accordance with our social ranking as the new teacher saw it. I was asked to go and sit on the back bench. I felt very sad, and so did Ramananda Shastri. He looked utterly downcast as I shifted to my seat in the last row. The image of him weeping when I shifted to the last row left a lasting impression on me. Here he is telling that the new teacher could not tolerate that a Hindu priest's son can sit with a Muslim boy. As he was sitting with a Muslim boy, the teacher told APJ to go and sit on the last bench. And he belonged to a lower rank of the society. On that time, Muslims were counted as a lower rank in the society. That's why he was asked to sit on the last desk. Both the children felt very bad. When APJ changed his seat and went back and sat on the last bench, Ramananda felt very sad. As APJ was also very sad, and APJ still remembers the image of his friend Ramananda Shastri's face on that time as he was crying. It left a lifelong impression on APJ Kalam of his friend's feelings for him.